when I partnered with them, they were also in the process of developing the first sort of built-in hijab kit for the Afghan women's national team. And the program director for the team was an intern at Hummel. She had asylum in Denmark, Halida Popal. My contacts at Hummel said, listen, we know that the women of the Middle East and Central Asia hold a special place in your heart. The program director for Afghanistan, deploying. I had spent time in Iraq. They connected the two of us, and I had a conversation with her, asking her, if you ever need support with the national team, let me know. And about 2 weeks later, she called me and she said, how serious were you about that offer? And I said, well, what do you need? And she said, well, I need a goalkeeper coach. And I was like, check, I can do that. And then she was like, well, and I need help with visas and a budget and logistics and all these other things. I was like, well, I can do that too. So
how many years did you live there?
It was unsafe for me to be there. So our staff, our head coach, Kelly Lindsay, and myself, we were based I was in the US. She was in Hong Kong at the time. When we arranged training camps, we arranged them in independent third countries. Half of our team was from the Afghan diaspora all over the world. Either they were refugees or their parents were refugees. And then the other half came from inside Afghanistan. So you had to have training camps in places where everybody could get visas.
Right.
And so we trained in Jordan, we trained in India. That was how we navigated it. And it was a very unique situation, different than coaching your traditional national team. Incredibly influential in the women's game. If you look at their history and what they've done, they've fundamentally changed the criminal justice system within Afghanistan around sexual harassment and sexual assault in women's football. They fundamentally changed how FIFA navigates instances of the same within the game. And I think even if you look for fans of National Women's Soccer League who followed the league, when you look at the reckoning that we went through in 2020, 2021, I don't think that's possible if not for the groundwork that was laid by members of the Afghan women's national team to fight against those sorts of power dynamics and instances of misconduct in the games.